All right, what's up, everybody? Before I get into the workout, thinking about doing a live video on Saturday. Haven't done one of those in forever, but I thought it'd be kind of fun. Do some, obviously, some forearm stuff, some calves, maybe some biceps, triceps. Nothing heavy, but drop a comment if you want to see that happen. I will make it happen. Excited about it potentially. Today, I've already done one set of rising and then some pronation. Do one set of that. And then probably just some biceps and triceps, just a little bit. Today is day 11 of the neck PT thing I've been doing, which I am very excited about. Slow and steady. Trying to measure my progress with it, not by how I feel, but how I'm able to, do what I need to do, if that makes sense. Like, am I able to successfully work with no issue? I know that sounds kind of silly, but sometimes when you measure your progress by things of that nature, looking at the overall as opposed to just, how do I feel? Obviously, how you feel is very important, but sometimes you can just kind of stress yourself out and get anxious, and you're still moving in the right direction. These always tweak things a little bit, so maybe I went too heavy. But anyway, I found that that's helpful because it's very easy to get into this up and down, up and down, up and down. And that's not where you want to be when you're tracking long-term progress. You just want to be looking at, all right, how many days of successful work did I have? How many days was what I was able to do, just generally what I needed to do. Like, I know it sounds kind of silly, but like I was able to mow the lawn with no issue. I'm not trying to make this sound more serious than it is. Just initially, things like that were a little bit of an issue and not as much. So, sharing my personal life there. Geez. And just successfully tracking, and like I document, the PT things I do, and I do like a morning time one and then a nighttime one. And I've been trying to increase a little bit the volume and like repetitions. So happy about that. Completely lost count on that other side. Forearms, we're seeing some growth here. Maybe I should flip this over so you can see. This might be the thumbnail. Completely lost track in that switcheroo. We'll just go until it starts to fail. Starting to see that bicep vein coming back, like not a crazy amount, but certainly not where it was at. All right, and then I think for pronation, I'm going to go down to 5 pounds because 10 just felt kind of tweaky. It's not so much pressure on the neck; it's more just like that you're kind of like you're shaking just a little bit every time. That creates a little bit of a uncertain feeling. This I kind of got it wrong last time. I think it's like this. And then basically I'm just trying to rotate. Anybody that does arm wrestling knows that I'm probably doing this not the most perfect way. Another news, the hair's starting to grow back. I was going to say something else too. Can't remember what it was. It's gone now. If you start to get smaller, just start to wear smaller shirts. Easy solution. Now, if you start to get smaller, you need to bulk up. Completely lost track here. I'm serious though about what I said with regards to PT stuff, because first of all, a lot of times I see people go and, get an assessment from a PT, and they give people a bunch of exercises, then people don't do the exercises, or they do them for maybe a couple days, and like, it wasn't working. It takes a long time. Like, you have to, this is not medical advice, it's just, this is just the truth. You have to just stay with it for a long time with PT, and it'll get there, but if you're going to base your progress off how the first 3 or 4 days went, and then, I'm not feeling better, Like the body can heal, but it takes a long time. Always takes longer than we think it should, you know? Like, hey, why isn't this healed in a week? That's not, it just doesn't work that way. Especially with disc related injuries, you don't get a lot of blood flow, almost none. The process by which they recover is extremely lengthy. So, you know, you got to measure stuff in months. Like, I'm really looking forward to the point when I'm at 2 months of successful PT for the neck. You know, I'm only at day 11, so we'll see how I'm at. See how I'm doing at 1 month, at 2 months. That's how I try and think about it. Because, like I said, if you're thinking about it like, well, this day was good and this day was bad, like none of that matters in the first month. You're going to have a lot of up and down. Completely lost track. So we're going to say that was good. Now I'm going to do a little bit of bicep, a little bit of tricep, maybe some more forearms. I'm going to hold off on the calves because I'll do a full leg day. But I feel like the arms are starting to come back a little bit. I had somebody comment, they said my face is looking so much younger now because I stopped taking the supplementation. I said, I think I probably already talked about this in another video. Losing my mind. But I just thought that was funny. It was obviously meant as a, you know, not derogatory, but instigating type comment. And I was just like, oh, they think I look younger. You got to see the humor in it. All right, so we will be back. Also, I've been crushing the thumb. How's that? This is probably the thumbnail right there. I've been crushing the thumb muscle and starting to see some changes there. Same thing here, not as good of lighting, but just basically crushing down with a squishy ball, just like that for like sets of like 60 reps. So good stuff. Preacher curls. Tempted to go up to the 22, but not rushing it. Most important thing, I think, with injuries is the mindset. And I was not so great at that at the beginning. Huge thanks to my wife for helping me stay on track and positive. Other than that, though, I'll do a full video on it. I just don't want to do it until I'm actually, you know, recovered and doing some normal movements again. But the diet and the sleep, like, so underrated. If you're eating a super inflammatory diet, then it's just going to take a long time to get better. You know, sorry, that's the truth. Like, you're not giving your body what it needs to get better. It's not going to heal. I toyed with the idea of doing some fasting, but I couldn't find any good research on fasting and disc recovery, so I left that alone. Lost track on this side. Whew. Arms are feeling a little bit puffy, nothing crazy. I'm gonna do some triceps. I will flip you around so you can see what's going on there. But yeah, just good nutrients and then sleeping. Like with this thing in the neck, when I don't sleep well, boy, oh boy, do I notice a difference. When I do sleep well, it's like everything's fine and I'm totally healed, you know? So don't, you know, trifle those aspects of recovery. Doing PT is great, but just actually resting and recovering and sleeping for the triceps, the lagging triceps. All right, felt fine, I think. Let's do another set. All right, triceps felt good. As always, tempted to increase, but have to stay very far away from failure. Yeah, so I'm gonna do hammer curls on this one just to mix it up. It seems that just training arms, I've still been able to keep, I don't know, some upper body. Not a lot in the chest. I've lost quite a bit in the chest. Chest is basically flat, which is sad, but yeah, that setup was pulling on the neck a little bit, so not so sure about that. This is better. All right, everybody, that was it. Drop a comment if you want to see the live video on Saturday. I'm going to do it either way, but it's always nice to see, if people are interested or not. It's not going to be any crazy weights or anything like that, but it should be fun. Maybe we'll do some Q&A if people are feeling it. I'm again hopeful that this workout did not do any damage and or backtracking, but looking to measure things in the terms of months now as far as recovery goes. That's not to be dramatic. It's just that's a better mindset than the day-to-day because, I've seen what the day-to-day mindset with people trying to recover from stuff can be like. And even though they say, oh, take it day-to-day, but sometimes if you just say it's going to be up and down and I just got to deal with that and assess when I get to the end of the month, I think that's more realistic than the mindset of it should be better every single day, because that's just not how it goes with long-term injuries. You have setbacks, you have regressions, you have flare-ups. Sucks. It's nonsense. Just how it goes. So yeah, that's the positive talk for today. Keep the focus, crush it. We'll see you in the next one. Hopefully the biceps are looking decent. Peace.